poppin'?
We always start this shit professionally with the earphones on.
What up? What up? Realest podcast ever, episode 24. Kobe time.
Oh shit, it is 24. Yeah.
It's your boy C Diddy.
Y'all know who I am.
Ron Harper.
Yeah, Ron Harper over here. Point guard, averaging 8 and 7.
8, 7, and 6 a game.
Superior defense. You know what I'm saying? No, but yeah, I'm Matt. You know, I'm done with Matt makes me sick. Like I said,
Just Matt. But how are people going to find you on social media if you're done with Matt makes me sick?
I actually looked for the name, Matt. It's gone.
Of course, it's
I was.
this would be Matt 19 underscores.
I was so hyped, and I looked. Whoever got it he only got like 37,000 followers. So I'm like, pretty sure he'd come up off of it if I offered him a couple dollars or whatever.
Like, yo, listen, my man, I got $87. If you come to Philly, I got unlimited bus fares.
$87, you get on the bus whenever, and you get a free shout out on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that Matt. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that as just my name, Matt. But until then, Matt makes me sick.
You might have just got to be Matt Cain, and then I'll be Chad Fain, and then we're Matt Cain, Chad Fain.
Crazy part is I don't really like there's a baseball player named Matt Cain.
Yeah, what's the problem?
It's like when you hear Matt Cain, and
you
don't think of me. You know what I'm saying?
Stout baseball player.
Like my name should be like Hassan. You know what I'm saying? Something along them lines.
Yo, we 1 minute into the show.
Hassan Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to have a long name. Matt Cain just doesn't look like me. If that makes any sense. You actually look like Chad Fain.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't look like Matt Cain. You know what I'm saying?
That's the beauty in it. You don't look like Matt Cain, but you are. But yet and still, you're Matt Cain.
I remember going on a job interview like years ago, and it was like me and a white guy sitting in the room, and the lady came out.
Matt?
And she was like, Matthew Walter, because I couldn't fit. It just said Matthew Walter. And she said my name, and I stood up. And she's like, hey, you need anything? You need something to drink? I'm like, no, bitch, you called me.
Fuck. Don't get DDT'd in this lobby.
Yeah.
Fuck wrong with you?
Yeah, that shit crazy. How was your week?
My week was fucking lit, dog.
We had a lot of bullshit this week.
Yeah.
It was a lot. You know about the remember I locked myself out when we left here last week?
Yes.
It was a mess. I was telling him
like, do you have a locksmith connect? I'm like, I've never been asked that question in that manner before.
No, because look, we leave the studio last week. I get home. Mind you, we left late. You know what I mean? So I ain't get home till 1:45 probably.
Yeah.
I get to my front door, pull my keys off my waist. Both car keys, the bus key, my grandfather's house key, but the keys to my house.
Everything but what you need at this
everything
moment.
But what I need right now. And my dog is going ape shit because she can see me,
right.
But I'm not coming in the house. So I freak out, look around. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are the keys? I call you. I call Just. Nobody has a key. I got to get a locksmith. What the fuck? I'm like, I done lost the keys. Boom. Apparently, when you call a locksmith, all the locksmiths are intertwined through some database.
It's like a fraternity. You call one central number and you get one of...
When you call a locksmith and like, yo, give him your address, and they be like, yeah, I'll send my technician. He'll give you a call when he's on the way. He'll be there in less than a half hour. Once they say that, you can't call no other locksmith because they've all been alerted now that there's a locksmith headed to your address to meet you for this reason.
Gotcha.
So the bull calls me. He was like, yeah, I'm coming from the Northeast. I'll be there in 25 minutes. I'm like, you ain't going to get here no fucking 25 minutes, man. Be honest.
You know where I'm at.
Right. So long story short, I call him back. His phone dead. So this is at 1:45, 2 o'clock.
That's a bad sign.
It's 3 o'clock now. I'm sitting outside. I literally listened to our podcast that we had just recorded. And I'm like, all right, what the fuck, man? It's like, it's 3:13. So I called a number, he don't answer. I called the original number, they not answer. Now I just start calling any locksmith that comes the fuck up in Google. They all hit me with the same shit. Oh, there's a technician already assigned. He'll be there shortly. Bitch, I've been the fuck out here for an hour and a half.
He's not getting here fast enough.
What the fuck? So, I just start walking around. Now I found a screwdriver. I'm like, yo, I'm about to just break the fucking house.
Just jimmy the door.
And like, mind you, I'm not on the first floor, so it's like I can't even like get in through the window. No crazy, A-team shit. You know what I mean? And long story short, technician boy shows up at like 4:45.
That's horrible.
I'm pissed. Remember I texted you? I was pissed. Then this motherfucker start like trying to scumbag on the price because they had gave me one price for what I needed.
Right.
And then he gets there at 4 a.m. He like, yeah, you really want to get in the crib, right? Like trying to pull that joint on me. I'm like, listen, dog, the tip I'm on right now, I will beat you to death and use your tools to go to fucking the house. Get me in there now. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole fiasco, man. I didn't even go to work that day. It was just a mess. Like I didn't get in the house till literally it was like 4:56.
That's fucking terrible.
And I got there at like 1 a.m. It was ridiculous.
You're having a bad run with like service people over the last couple months.
It's ridiculous, man. It's like I was so pissed, and it's whatever. I got new keys. I got new locks.
Fuck this.
Yeah, we passed it. You know what I'm saying? You had an eventful week.
Yeah. My house got done last Friday. So here's my timeline. My house got done last Friday. We had the pictures. So we had the pictures taken that day or whatever. We had our first. It went on the market Tuesday. So went out to multi-listing services, whatever. It was listed on Tuesday. We had our first person come visit on Wednesday. We had our first offer on Thursday. The person that visited Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, I did see the offer, yeah.
Yeah, we had an offer come in on Thursday. We had 2 more people see it on Thursday. We rejected the initial offer, which was like a little bit below asking. Person countered, came up $4,000. We accepted the offer. We go to closing in August.
Oh, y'all sold it?
Sold.
Oh, shit. I didn't know
done.
that. Congrats,
Yeah,
nigga. That's what's up.
so it took a while. It took fucking 4.5 months to get this bitch done. Fucking sold in 3 days.
It's sold in less than a week.
Sold in less than a week. Yep, sold in 3 days. Done deal.
Damn.
Yep. So, unfortunately, with real estate processing and all that shit, some processors are slower than others, especially if the person's not pre-approved. So it takes a little bit longer to close or whatever. But like probably like the first week of August, maybe like somewhere between the 7th to 10th, we should be closed or whatever and be out of this motherfucker. So I'm obviously looking for another house right now.
$1 Million Listing is like one of my favorite shows.
I love that shit.
And I love LA. I hate New York. But watching it, and you watch the contingencies that some of the people have when they get a house, and it's like, yeah, like a house don't get sold and you move in the next day. Like it might, like some of them Jones be like, yo, we buying it in 6 months. Like we need 6 months to do X, Y, Z, and then they'll be like, all right, well, we'll sell you the house, but then we want to buy back 30 days for like it'd be crazy. Yeah. So it got done. We ended up not having our biggest fear in this process was that we was gonna have to give sellers assist because it's probably gonna be a first time home buyer and they wasn't gonna have all the money. No sellers assist. So that's good. So that we kept about $10,000 in profit just off of that alone. So I'm happy about that. But I'm obviously looking for another property like ASAP. Like I'm turned out now because now it's like, all right, it's like the Sixers. Like you trust the process, you believe in the process, then the fucking process works. All right, cool. We got to keep doing this shit. So, that's what's up.
So my goal is literally like, if I can be buying one property and closing on another every 4 to like 7 weeks for the rest of my life, I can do what I need to do.
That's what's up.
So that's my personal goal right now, whatever. And anybody out there that's interested in getting started in real estate, me and my partner are starting an investment group. I told Matt about it earlier this week, but we started an investment group. Excellent ROI, and it's like we're going to handle all the project management and all that stuff, permits and, construction crews and all that shit. So if you're interested, DM me on IG, and I can give you some more information about that.
Now, is there a minimum? Like, can I, like...
minimum is like $2,500.
Oh, okay.
Just because it's like, all right, if you're giving somebody a set ROI, say if it's 25% or whatever, you want it to be to where it's like it makes sense for them to do it, to where it's like, all right, yeah, you're investing a little bit of money, but you're still going to get back a sizable return on it. It's just like, all right, you give me $1,000 and I give you back $1,250. You don't really feel like you did anything.
I'm on the tip like, if I give you a bean, I'll take $125. I'll be happy with that. You know?
Yeah, but in how long? You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm working. When it comes,
it come.
Now, I haul off and miss a day of work. I call you like, yo, that house sell yet? I need that bean. But yeah, we'll talk about all of that type of stuff. I got a couple other things I got that I'm saving up. I'm really trying to make a push for the 2018 World Series, man. Like, I really need to get to hell of Vegas and, like, shoot my shot. It's crazy, but Negroni right now is picking people.
Just said, I have $32 in my pocket. What's good?
Daniel Negroni right now is picking people, like, at random, and he's staking them in the main event.
Oh, shit.
And buying is $10,000. you know, the main event first prize $10 million and shit. But he's basically, he wants you to make a video. I'm actually going to do it sometime this week. Like, make a video explaining why he should pick you, and he's just picking people and staking them.
Oh yeah, no, we gotta produce the shit out of that video.
So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot my shot. But it's just like I save up some money, shoot at a couple like mid-level tournaments, like the Parks Big Stack, the Borgata Open is coming up in July. It's like I need to stop bullshit.
Your poker grind.
Yeah, it's like I've been back playing heavily. You know what I'm saying? I smashed a tournament about 2 weeks ago. It's like I just need to stop playing and like really, really get rid of it, because it's just like my wrist be aching from turning that fucking wheel. And it's like,
anybody out there that want to stake Matt in any of these tournaments, let me know. I'm his manager.
Yo, Rob hit me up about it. Shout out Camaro Rob. Rob hit me up about staking me. And then, you know, I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a whole little convo about it. And then, you know.
Rob's all over the place. Rob just opened a water ice spot, I believe, maybe like a week ago, something like that. Rob got a lot going on. Rob, congrats to Rob. I talked to him the other day. He just closed on a property that he's about to start rehabbing. And we were just kind of, you know, talking about, you know, all the real estate shit and all the contingencies. And, you know, it's dope that when you have friends and then everybody's kind of like on their shit at the same time. Like, everybody right now that I talk to every day, everybody I know trying to get some money and trying to get fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, real estate, fucking poker, selling heroin, everybody's trying to get rich right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on their shit. So that's dope that everybody's focused and doing whatever the fuck they doing with a purpose, man.
So Rob on Twitter, I'm like, okay, you got the Be Your Water Ice thing going. He was like, man, shut up. I'm like, it's just funny because that's always the name of everything. But yeah, Rob, that's my man. I fucks with Rob.
Yo, we got a lot of dope feedback on last week's show, man. People
we did.
People was really fucking with, you know, the end of the show. And
somebody hit me today. He was like, the end of the show, he's like, y'all only scratched the surface. Y'all need to get in depth. And I'm like, we actually had planned here we go. We actually had planned to do a financial literacy show.
Yeah.
And we were gonna shout out Kendall. Kendall was gonna come through, a couple other people, and like everybody but Kendall was on some shit. And it was just like, all right, we'll put that one in archives.
So what we'll do is, anybody out there that's in the Philly tri-state area, if you work in any type of you know, financial field, whether it's like you a stockbroker, you're a financial advisor, you work for a bank, not a teller. We need somebody with like a higher level conversation here. Anybody else that wants to come on, preferably a female, and compliment Kendall on that show, we still plan to do that show because it's hella important to talk about like financial literacy.
Shout out Kendall. He just got his office.
Well,
he said it the other day. Damn, I looked right at it. It'll come back to me.
All right.
But shout out Kendall on that.
Yeah, so it's like if any of y'all want to come on and compliment Kendall in this conversation, this financial literacy conversation, you know, we're going to talk about credit repair, what you need to do to buy a house, smart investments, you know, the importance of insurances, car insurance, life insurance, all of that shit. And it's just going to be like a dope conversation that we really, really want to have. And
no more fish fries.
Yeah. Me and my man Zeke was just on the phone on my way here. I talked to him the whole way here, and I was just basically like, yo, if somebody dies and you leave a bill instead of a financial windfall for your family, you lived your life in an irresponsible manner. Indeed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because life insurance is so inexpensive compared to shit that we spend money on every single day. Like, if you was to cut back on buying Starbucks coffee and maybe buy Dunkin' Donuts, you can afford to pay for life insurance. Just doing, you know what I'm saying, doing one small thing differently. So it's like stuff like that is what needs to be discussed. Different tiers of life insurance. You know, the importance of insuring.
I read a thing that said the average person doesn't worry about life insurance, all of that type of stuff, till they're in their 40s. And the only problem with that is that, like,
motherfuckers dying every day.
Niggas is dying at 17, 19. Like, you know, it's just one of them things where it's like, I got two of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, I got my sisters on one, Lee on another. It's just like, you gotta have the shit.
You have to.
You know, it's just one of them things where it's just growing up. My household, it was like my mom passed away. She had it, you know, like it's just one of those things. So it's like nothing you really think about. And that's the crazy part. It's like when you get insurance, you know, State Farm, they like, okay, well, yeah, you got auto insurance. Right. You need homeowners insurance? I got that. You need life insurance? Well, talk to me. Let me know. Then you get that, then like, you know, we got the multi-package deal. So if you get boat insurance, you're like, all right, fuck it. I ain't even got a boat, but throw the shit in there, whatever. All right, cool. It's like the phone with Comcast. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things. It's like you get discounts for having multiple policies.
Yeah.
So it's I don't understand why people don't have this shit more. You know what I mean? Like,
it's out there and it's readily available, man. So yeah, we definitely looking to have that conversation soon. Hopefully as soon as next week. That would be great. We were supposed to have a guest today. I'm not gonna get into the who, what's, when, where's, and why's of that, but just know I tried. I did my best, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes your best ain't good enough.
no,
apparently.
not at all.
So that's that. A lot of new music out this week. 2 Chainz dropped Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. Young Thug has the Thugger Girls project out.
I listened to the first 3 songs. That shit is good. I haven't listened to the rest of it.
It's good.
Yeah, I like Thugger.
That's his best music to date. Other than like the Barter 6. The Barter 6 is a masterpiece.
I will say the Barter 6 just started off so cold, man.
The Barter 6, but it's a different type of music.
Tell me that Barter 6 was my
Barter
shit.
6 is a masterpiece. But yeah, so the Lord put out a new project. The chick that had the song a couple years ago. What the fuck is the name of that song?
Ooh.
The girl Lord. What was the record she had a couple years ago?
Lord?
Yeah, she's from like Australia.
Oh, you got me.
But like I listen to like pop music and shit like.
Yeah,
pop
I do
music.
too.
What's the name of that?
I was listening to
Oh,
rock.
Royals.
Oh,
We can never be Royals.
Yeah.
That joint. So she got a new album out. The kid Joyner Lucas from I think he's from Connecticut. That was the kid that Karen Civil finessed out of 50 bands.
Yeah.
So it's good to see he bounced back. And Big Boy from Outkast put out a new project also. And Khaled just put out that record with Rihanna and Bryson Tiller. The Maria flip.
Yeah.
Dope record. So I think that's going to be another number 1 for Khaled. I predicted the last one here. I think I'm going to call this one another number 1. It's hard to get around Rihanna, Khaled, and Bryson together.
It's not rocket science.
Right.
You give me Quavo, Lil Wayne, and
Justin Bieber.
I'm
We gonna figure this shit out.
I'll get you a number 1. But I don't know where we gonna start this week, man.
The big music topic this week, XXL freshman list is out. I'll give y'all the names. Majority of y'all that listen to our show were 30 plus. You can find like, who the fuck are these people?
I saw the picture of the XX. I'm like, who are these motherfuckers?
All right, so from left to right on the cover, we have Kamaya from Oakland. We have A Boogie with the hoodie, P&B Rock, Made in Tokyo, Uber Everywhere Bull, XXX Tentacion, Playboy Cardi, Ugly God, Amine, Cap G from Atlanta, and Kyle. And off top on this list, I say P&B Rock, correct. He has a platinum single out, Selfish, this went platinum. He has other records, So Many Tears with Kodak Black. This one is gold, about to go platinum. And he has 2 songs on the Fast and Furious soundtrack, and potentially a couple records coming out with Justin Bieber soon. There's nothing more you can really say about that.
Rap is really in the toilet. Did you say it was a nigga on the list named Kyle?
Kyle,
Like
yeah.
just Kyle?
Just Kyle.
Oh wow, I should have read.
And he looks like a Kyle. A Boogie with the hoodie, yes, I can agree with that. Made in Tokyo, yeah, he has his own record label, Private Club Records, with his brother. Uber Everywhere, probably the biggest record out of all these guys on the list. XXX Tentacion, for all of his dickhead antics, he does have the biggest fan base out of all these guys. He just duffed out a fan at his show in Nebraska.
Thrown into the barrier. Yo,
we got a whole separate topic about him. He's got a lot going on this past month. Playboy Cardi, yes, I agree with. Ugly God, I agree with that. He's a rapper and a producer. He's like worked with a lot of these guys on this list. And Cap G, I agree with. So obviously that leaves 3 people that I'm like, nah. Kamaya, Kyle, and Amine, I'm not really fucking with. And my particular replacements was T Grizzly, YFN Lucci, and Famous Dex that didn't make the list. And apparently Young and May was supposed to do it. They asked her first, and she turned it down and said that I deserve my own cover. And apparently she doesn't know that Ooh came out last summer and that we don't really care anymore.
Oh, shit. She said that?
She said that, yeah. I deserve my own cover. I don't think I should be on the freshman list. I did more than everybody else on the list, and you really didn't. So
I fucks with him for that. Well, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, her, him,
Her, him.
whatever. But
They.
yeah. I mean, that old shit was like huge though. It was
Yeah.
it didn't go like double platinum or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was a year ago.
Yeah.
So it's like, all
So
right.
she wasn't on there last year.
No, because the record came out after the list came out last year.
Yeah.
So it's like she turned down the opportunity or whatever. But yeah, so that's all of that. The kid Famous Dex from Chicago, who has like something like 130 music videos out. All of them have like over 300,000 views. He got left off the list because he had a situation where his video came out last year. We beat his girl up. Keep in mind, it's like a Ray Rice situation. You're getting penalized for it, but him and the girl still together. They just had another kid together following that situation. So he fucking went off after he found out that was the reason why he wasn't on the list, and basically said, fuck XXL, I'm not interested in doing the list going forward, and blah, blah, blah. So that was a whole big other like side controversy. But
hip-hop has really changed.
Dramatically.
Like, hip-hop now is like sports where your personal life could hold you back.
Yeah, from achieving.
Think about how ridiculous
Once
that
upon
is.
a time, we used to sign up for certain rappers because of the ignorance and the misogyny, and now it'll fuck you around.
It'll fuck your whole career up, baby.
Yeah.
That's scary, yo. Not my hip-hop.
But because the whole thing is, nobody wants to be responsible for putting the kid on the list and then some activist group boycott you or whatever.
And that's what you got to worry about.
That's what you got to worry about. But here's the thing. A lot of we did a whole show on fake outrage. A lot of the outrage is fake outrage because these people, one, already aren't supporting your brand anyway. So it's not really hurting you. All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
And 3, they're not going to mobilize and like come to XXL office with like picket signs like because Famous Dex beat his cheesehead baby mama.
Even back in the day, they did do that. Remember they were steamrolling Snoop albums.
Yeah. Sold like 9 million copies of Doggy Style.
That's nuts, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, so imagine like Snoop Dogg and DMX coming out in this day and age. Like,
could you imagine like Luke running around in this time frame?
Not a chance.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Like Nas when he was younger, the Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang was going around beating up radio DJs on a regular basis. Like, it was like, what you say, yo? 13 killer bees swarm on your fucking
Beans
ass.
beat up Cosmic Kev, and we was like, I gotta get this mixtape. Not now. You touch a DJ, you are finished. Yeah. That shit crazy.
Ross beat Vlad up.
Had to get that man $250,000. Like, that's crazy, man.
It's wild out here, man. So, leave us your thoughts on the freshman list. You
want to talk about T Grizzly? This your guy, ain't it?
I love T Grizzly. T Grizzly got snubbed off the list. Him and Wyatt Lucci. Apparently, it was a thing with Wyatt Lucci where they asked him to do it, and he said no. Then he came back and was like trying to say yeah after they already found a replacement for him. But either way, Wyatt Lucci should have been on the list. T Grizzly should have been on the list. You got fucking Jay-Z just said he got the hottest record out. He had the same day where Jay-Z said that. The same day where he said that.
Set off a whole thing. A whole night of fights and arguments on Twitter.
And then the same day that Jay-Z said that, LeBron James put the video up of him working out or whatever to the T Grizzly record or whatever. So T Grizzly definitely should have been on the list. The kid Kyle got one song, the I Spy song with Lil Yachty. The song is dope arguably because of Yachty. T Grizzly's song is dope or performing because of T Grizzly. He got a whole album out, 16 songs or whatever, with no features. So it's like he's carrying that project on his own. So and his records are performing at radio, charts, and the shit is selling. So it's like I don't understand, how he doesn't make the list but they ultimately said they feel like it's a little bit early for him, but I think XXL is kind of like hedging their bets for like next year.
Yeah.
To where they have just like slam dunk people on the cover. But it just kind of shows me like why print media is so fucked up, because they come up with these like roundabout like weird reasons to leave people off the list, but all it really is them trying to guarantee magazine sales next year. Like if T Grizzly turn around and go double platinum or some shit like that, then they want to be able to say, oh, well, yeah, he was a XXL freshman, he went double platinum, blah, blah, blah. So they're doing it for their own selfish reasons and not because people don't necessarily deserve to be on the list.
Yeah, you were pissed about it. I saw you go. You were fighting with everybody on
Yeah, everybody.
You were fighting with me. I didn't even know it. The crazy part was one of our mutual people, I'm going to tell you, hit me and was like, yo, y'all beefing? And I was like, huh? I was asleep. What are you talking about? He's like, nah, Chad on the Jones talking about podcast over. And I'm like, wait, what?
Sarcasm.
And that's what I'm like, it had to be. But then I saw the tweets when I was like, I dare one of y'all to
Yeah,
at me.
I'm like, yo, this is the most arrogant fucking tweet I ever seen in my life. I don't fuck with old Hove or new Hove, and I dare one of y'all to at me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this Suge Knight tweeting?
I see you tweet like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Pull up on the 27 if you had him? And I didn't tell him. I'm like, no, dog, this is like being silly. This thing, for real. I was cracking the fuck up off of that, though. That was some funny shit. I dare one of y'all to at me. I was dying writing this shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, that T Grizzly shit set off a chain of events on Twitter the other night.
Yeah.
That was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, me and Deuce was beefing for 48 hours over the T Grizzly shit. You know what I'm saying? Deuce is the king of having unpopular opinions and then gets mad when people with the popular opinion disagree with his opinion.
Deuce gotta be like me. Like, I have unpopular opinions and I go get ice cream. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Deuce will have an unpopular opinion and then argue tooth and nail as to why his unpopular opinion should be popular.
Like, no, we still disagree with you.
I'm with you, Deuce. I tried to listen to T Grizzly. I couldn't get through it.
I just like Detroit rappers. Period. Like,
here's a good one. We were this was big on Twitter a couple weeks ago. Detroit rappers or Philadelphia rappers?
Philadelphia rappers.
Okay, cool. Well, at least you ain't lost.
Yeah, no. And Philly rappers are just dickheads and shitheads, but don't get it fucked up. We still produce Beanie Siegel, Young Chris, Freeway, Gilly the Kid, Ace.
Questlove.
Huh?
Questlove's
Questlove's not a rapper.
Not Quest, Black. My bad.
Black
Whispers,
Thought.
I was wrong.
Yeah. Black Thought, Bubonic, Mr. Man, Reed Dollars, Joey Jihad, like endless
Cassidy,
endless just dope ass rappers. Now, they're all dickheads. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they can rap though. Like,
Philly do have got a long list of good ass rappers.
It's endless amounts of rappers.
We ain't even counting like the Eves and the Will Smiths and those types.
That's what I'm saying. Like the people that transcend rap music. Like we're not even talking about them. We just talking about like the spitters. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite rapper can't rap better than Black Thought. Period. Like Black Thought hung on records with fucking Big Pun. Like was right there, if not better.
Somebody had posted a meme the other day on Instagram. I seen a bunch of people comment on it. Like who made the greatest turnaround in life from the strip club? Like Cardi B, Nene from Real Housewives, Jocelyn, and somebody else. And I'm like, Eve's a billionaire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Whispers, y'all. Eve's
but you know what it is? Eve's so big that they basically erased that part of her past.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Like Eve ain't no goddamn stripper. Y'all kidding me?
I always loved Eve, man.
Yo, Eve the shit, man. Eve beautiful, man. I love Eve.
Always. Eve was
I remember seeing Eve perform at the Del East.
Oh, wow. Outside with it.
Yeah. Man. Eve performed at the fucking Del East, and her mom was like sitting right behind me.
Night before the OGs. Man.
Hip hop night at the Del. You got EVE and the Rough Riders
coming. That should be crazy
coming
watching people like ascend. You know what I'm saying? Like get to heavenly heights and go to places where they. Look how you used to look at Meek on those DVDs and shit. Yeah. Like you never thought he
rich as fuck.
You never thought he'd go. Like there would have been 10 rappers I probably would have took at the time before him, and it's just he just outworked everybody.
That's why I champion Meek so much, and I want him to be so big because he was the underdog. It was like Joey Jihad was in front of him, Reed Dollars was in front of him, Cicero was in front of him. That was just the main. That was like the big three in Philly at the time, as far as the young boys go.
Cheek,
Vodka.
Yeah.
Like, you had all these guys in front of him, and he transcended all of that shit.
Somebody else we forgetting about. Monster, Sean Brown, they were older, though. I'm trying to think. It was another young boy. It'll come to me.
Then you had, like, Dose doing the battle rap shit at the time.
Yeah.
NH.
NH was super young.
Who else? I'm trying to think like Music Hut days.
I'm thinking back to like Too Raw for the Streets and Big Star and all of that.
Yeah, Music Hut days.
Yeah. Cree. They were older though. Cree, Elliot Ness.
Yeah. Cree, Elliot Ness. My man Hollow Man.
Yeah, Hollow, yeah.
Bugsy back then. Bugsy resurging now.
Yeah, Bugsy got it rolling with the Slick Talk.
Yeah, Slick Talk Sundays. And that shit going national. Hitman Holla just been doing Slick Talk Sundays now off of Bugsy shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Bugsy got a record out right now with him and my man Black Poppy. They put a record out on Friday called Shakur.
Remember when that came out, the Takedown, Scratching and Surviving?
Oh, my God.
Man. Yeah, that was good times.
I'm from right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was living on fucking Cecil Street when all that shit was going on. That was like the biggest shit ever.
My man Mo, he lived right on 58th and Cecil, 5800 block of Cecil. Yeah, like I remember all that shit. Yeah, good times, man. Yeah, real good times. I remember we used to all get together and watch the DVDs, and that was like the highlight of the week. Yeah. Like, who got a new DVD out? Oh, who got it? Bring that joint through. Like, yeah, that was good times, man. We don't get that now.
Nah,
everybody's in the house on YouTube.
It's nothing that bonds people together other than sporting events. Like sporting events is like the last thing where it's like motherfuckers get together and like watch it together.
I mean, Wi-Fi has like killed that. You know what I'm saying? It's like like it was a point where it was like, all right, who's going to get the DVD? Right. Who's going to Sounds to get the new DVD? You know what I'm saying? And you get that.
Ain't no point in all of us buying the DVD.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a real good time, man. That was fun. All those battle DVDs and raps and Philly versus Chester, Philly versus the weirdest, Philly versus Strand. Like Philly about to wash these niggas.
Big Star had a tour.
Yeah,
all the counties and shit. Philly versus Levittown. Like nigga, who's the hottest nigga in Levittown?
Like, I remember when the Philly versus Harrisburg came out and Reed completely annihilated the ball, and I'm like, I mean, it's Harrisburg. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
talk about playing down to your level of competition. The fuck? This is like the 68 Jets. Like the 68 Jets playing the motherfucker.
I remember Reed rat first, and he the verse was fire. And then I remember the bull line was, nigga get some new sneaks, already leaning them. Nigga talk shit, get cracked with a Swiss premium. I'm like, yeah, nah, see, this is awful.
This is two different levels right here. This is the World Series versus wiffle ball. You're playing games.
Nigga talk shit, get cracked with a Swiss premium. I remember that. Oh, man. Good times. All right, let's go into something else because, like always, we're going left.
Ford's top 100 entertainers list dropped this week.
I didn't know anything about this.
Uncle Puff, #1 with a bullet, $130 million this past year.
Yo, it's crazy because it always looks like Puff isn't doing anything.
Puff sold a share of Sean John to Macy's for $70 million. I didn't even know Sean John still existed.
Making that shit. Damn.
Let alone the fact that it's worth that much fucking money, that a piece of it is worth $70 million cash.
Man.
Macy's is going to own Sean John when it's all said and done. Like, but apparently they're making hundreds of $1 million selling suits still.
Yeah, I can believe that.
So it's just like, that shit is crazy. Like, Puff is just a fucking magnet for money, man. Like, he just figures this shit out every fucking year.
He was on the finals. He was at like game 5, I believe.
Yeah, he had the Warriors yellow sweater on. He tried to fake it like it was some of his bad boy colors.
No, he said it because he a Steelers fan. That's why he had the black hat with the yellow jacket, the yellow sweatshirt or whatever.
Puff.
It's a basketball game.
It's a basketball game.
But he said he a Steelers fan, so that's why he had the yellow and black on. But yeah, it was like he was just sitting there with the Kung Lao hat on, and I'm like, yeah, Puff been on chill. He got the documentary. Then I see the list, and it's like, oh no, Puff made more money than everybody alive. Like, what the
Puff
fuck?
made more money than the fucking creator of Harry Potter this year.
Crazy, yo.
Like how
Puff
the fuck do you
always
do
that? He's around some money.
That shit is phenomenal.
Remember
man.
the show Mr. Rooney's Barbershop? You ever see that shit?
Yeah.
It was years ago. But I remember they had Puff on as a guest, and they was interviewing Puff in the barbershop. And I'll never forget it because the boy was like, yo, you Puff, man, like, what's the most ballerific thing you've ever done? And you expect Puff to give some niggerific, I'm a man answer. And Puff, like, mellowed the whole moment out because he was like, the most ballerific thing I ever done, I just ran the New York City Marathon. He was like, that was huge for me, for my life, for my mental, like, being able to do 26 miles, something I never thought I'd be able to do, like, completing that was like, that's baller. You know what I'm saying? I just did the New York City Marathon. And the room was like, damn, that's respectful. He was like, yeah, and I did just chop the top off my Phantom. Like, yo, Puff a real asshole. Yo, Puff, this is before the drop heads, by the way. He's like, yeah, I did just drop the top off my Phantom, too.
Puff is like the blackest, richest, like the stories that you hear about him is just like, Puff that nigga, man. It's like there's no way to describe it. I know we trying to get away from that word, but Puff is just that nigga, man.
I always like you got a lifelong Puff.
Like, come on, man.
Puff could do no wrong. Puff said, "I don't write rhymes, I write checks."
They said Puff was at a party and thought Selena Gomez was a valet. Tried to give her his keys. Park my Ferrari, little Mexican girl.
Oh shit!
Like Puff got a great fucking life, but yeah, rounding out the top 10, Queen Bee at number 2, $105 million. J.K. Rowling, author of Harry Potter, $104 million. Drake, number 4, $94 million. Cristiano Ronaldo,
He ain't pay taxes on none of that.
$93 million. Soccer player, ladies, soccer players make a lot of money. For all my gold diggers out there,
Messi, all the motherfuckers.
you know what I'm saying, get you a plane ticket, get over to Europe. You know what I'm saying, the UK.
When you going to Brazil to get your ass done, go to the soccer.
Right, go to the soccer game. You might come up
again.
You might get your ass repaid for it.
Yeah.
You might get reimbursed. The Weeknd, number 6, $92 million. That was like a big thing. We was talking about it this week. The Weeknd parlayed his concerts into a $75 million touring advance. So basically, like, he got the fucking, like, the deal like Jay-Z and Madonna got or whatever. Like, fucking $75 million touring advance through Live Nation. He just did one leg of his tour, completely sold out every fucking show. He's doing 21,000 plus seats a night, and he's about to start the second leg of the tour, and he put Gucci Mane on it. I fuck with the Weeknd.
Yeah.
So he about to do like 30-something more dates or whatever. So he about to recoup that deal in 1 year.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. Howard Stern, number 7, the King of Radio, $90 million. Number 8, Coldplay, $88 million. Number 9, James Patterson, the author, $87 million. And number 10, King James, $86 million. It's a lot of fucking money.
A lot. I just need 1 or 2 million.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, let me get like my 1 or 2 million in the game and then like start to get around other millionaires and then we can like figure how I'm going to get to my 10 and 20 million together. But these motherfuckers are like mega rich.
I give me a couple M's though. I'm just go get an apartment in Palo Alto or Silicon Valley. Real shit. And just rub elbows with who. You got motherfuckers out there 20 years old, man, that's up 800 million and shit like that.
The fucking creator of Snapchat is 24. He's a mega billionaire. Like $56 billion or some old goofy shit.
Yeah.
Like stupid amounts of money.
Zuckerberg been a billionaire since like forever.
Since he was like 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that shit don't leave. You know what I'm saying? Like
they got money you can't get rid of.
No.
It's like, oh, your stock prices took a hit. All right, now you're worth $39 billion.
Yeah. They're not coming to get the jet. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry, the jet is secure.
Yeah.
The jet hangar is secure because like you have multiple jets.
Remember, you want to talk about the whole chameleonaire issue?
Yeah.
Like,
so there was a thing on social media. This ignorant young lady tweeted a picture of Chameleonaire. Like, how the fuck can he still afford to get courtside tickets? He ain't had a hit in 10 years. Little do you know that Chameleonaire wasn't run out of the rap game. He left the rap game and he moved himself to Silicon Valley. Mark Zuckerberg, 32 years old, $55 billion. Bill Gates, 61, $90 billion. Stupid amounts of money.
Dumb.
So
they giving all that shit away too.
He moved himself to Silicon Valley and started to get familiar with tech investors and just started parlaying different deals here, there. And he basically became an angel investor. And one of the companies he invested in sold for $1 billion. So his percentage of that, even if it was a small percentage, he's now worth $25 million. Fast forward to 2017. So he's out there. He's going to obviously continue to make different deals. Some are going to yield you $700,000 for $30,000. Some are going to yield you fucking $30 million for $80,000. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. So it's like these are exponential deals. I was watching Colin Cowherd's show the other day, and he said something that stuck with me, and I'm going to remember this quote for the rest of my life. Silicon Valley is the new Wall Street. Has been for a while now. Will continue to be for the foreseeable future because technology is every fucking where. The internet, Kanye said, is our sky. Like, we expected to have flying cars, but we have fucking wireless signals above our heads that allow us to connect to the internet anywhere. Turn down Uber. That's crazy. Mark Cuban turned down Uber in 2008 for an investment. My guy Gary Vee turned down Uber 3 times.
Yeah.
3 fucking times. He said the last time he could have gave them $40,000 and his stake would have been worth something like $30 million or some goofy shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, just ridiculous.
I was watching 50, and 50 was saying that after he did the vitamin water deal, he was like, a lot of companies fell back because he's like, us, meaning niggas, don't really understand that the power ain't in getting a deal. The power is in the ownership. So he was like, I go into deals. You want me to be the brand, the face of something, face of this brand? I don't need 800,000. I got that. I don't need $1.5 million. I got that. I'm good on all these cars, all these bills, all these homes. He's like, I need percentage of this so that when y'all sell it and y'all get 800 million, y'all got a check for me from that. Right. And that's what happened with vitamin water. Yeah. Sold for $2 billion, he gets $1.20. It's like
$100 of Bitcoin stock in 2010 is worth $80 million a day.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Fucking nuts.
You ever see the Apple, John? Like, if you would have bought a stock in Apple for like $300, and shit would have wound up being like worth like $8-something million for $300. The bull with Nike offered him $100,000 or 10% of the company. He turned it down. Yeah, and that shit would be today be worth like $8.5 billion. And he took the 100,000. And it's like, like fuck taking that upfront money. If you can withstand it, get you a piece or whatever it is. The more you own, the more you gonna have.
Or shit, even if you can't stand it, take half cash and half equity.
But 50 said after that shit was like, like motherfuckers started like, oh, he know better,
right?
Like, like
he knows.
He knows.
The nigger knows.
Shit.
The nigger from Queens is on to us.
Alert! What did you about to say? Run, nigga!
The nigger from Queens is on to us. We can't fool him.
Yeah,
he didn't go to high school, but somehow he knows.